Welcome back. Addressing a growing shortage of skilled workers who help keep the historic beauty of Greater Cincinnati alive. That's the goal. A new training program launching in our area next month.
And so joining us here on the couch today to talk about the industry need and also the impact this shortage has on our community is Brian Miller with the Building Industry Association of Northern Kentucky. Brian, thanks for being here.
Thanks,
We're old neighbors, so I'd like to see you again. Talk to us a little bit about the seriousness of the skilled labor shortage right now when it comes to historic restoration specifically. I guess it's something we don't think of unless we need it.
Right. Well, as far as we're concerned with the Builders Association, all housing matters, right? So, and see what we've been seeing recently with the uptick in home prices and the lack of income-aligned housing. We look at the historic home market as another faction that we can help to improve, to bring back up to what it once was, in hopes that we can solve all these housing problems for everybody. This is a partnership with the City of Covington. They commissioned a study by Place Economics, and what they showed, just in Covington alone, there's enough jobs in the historic restoration space in order to employ about 100 people. And if you take that and you expand that all across Greater Cincinnati, OTR, a lot of the revitalized areas, it's hundreds upon hundreds of trade professionals that could potentially get into this role. And what's really cool about it is that they showed that you have we've always talked about the wages being very good in the trades, especially today with the lack of trained tradespeople. If you compound that and you add your historic restoration specialties, you stand to make about 9% more than your average tradesperson.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So explain to us this new series. It's going to be focusing on the Heritage Trade Seminar Series. Why is this so important with the climate that we're seeing right now?
So if you look at the studies that have been done around our area, we'll see that there's just a lot of homes that are just out of shape. There's several, over 100 years old, almost 200 years old in some cases. And there's a lot of historic code that goes into reshaping these homes, to bringing them back up to snuff. So there's things having to do with roofs, there's masonry, there's carpentry, there's just a lot of trades that, quite frankly, over the years have been lost. They write books about it, but just from that face-to-face storytelling learning, the hands-on learning, a lot of it's just been simply lost. And so in this partnership with the City of Covington, it's not just for Covington residents, for everybody in our area. They can come and they can learn as a trade professional or as an expert DIYer in order to try to help bring their housing stock back up to what it once was.
If there's somebody out there in a trade who maybe they do woodworking really well, what kind of career opportunities does this open up? What kind of training does this look like?
So, some of the trades courses that we're getting ready to launch, and we've been operating now for a couple of years, but this is a new series this spring. The carpentry courses that we've got, you mentioned carpentry specifically. Our first course will be in carpentry on May 4th, and that will kind of be a beginner course. So it will start getting into the structures of historic homes. They're built differently. Not everything is supported by trusses and wood systems. It's more of a roof on brick walls that are several inches thick. Then the carpentry is more accent pieces, and it's more wall systems within that shell space. So it's kind of a different way of looking at homes the way that they were once built. In June, we're going to have an advanced level course, and we're going to start talking about millwork and some of the specialty things. When you walk into a historic home that's been revitalized, that's been renovated, you can see some of that real craftsmanship, and so that's what we'll be teaching in our courses that begin on June 1st.
And quickly, because I'm sure people out there are wondering, are we talking months of training, years of training? Quick.
So each one of these courses are an option. It's about 2 weeks. We go from, our first course will be in historic masonry, and that will begin April 6th, just next week, and we teach from Monday through Thursday from 6 to 9 p.m. So if you're a trade professional out working in the skilled trades during the day, you still have got time afterward to come in. Or if you're a DIYer that has got a workaday world just the way that you have every day, you can still come over and learn how to take care of your own home. So we have these courses the first 2 weeks, basically in every month, launching with the 6th, and then in May on the 4th, and then in June on the 1st.
Great. I love it so much. These beautiful homes are something we admire, and it goes to show how much work is done. So Brian, thank you so much, for being here. And if you missed any of that, we'll have all the information on our website as well. The 2026 Heritage Trade Seminar, again, happening next week. Things kick off on Monday. And again, we'll be focused on all kinds of things like advanced masonry conservation. There will be 2 other seminars. Again, we'll have all that information for you on our website.